Oh man, look at this new character, man. Oh man, got guns. You know I like to keep myself blind. Where's that YouTube? What about, wait. What? No YouTube video. What is going on, guys? It appears that they have not done YouTube videos for Verdandi or Nikita, so it's gonna suck not having and you know it made it easy to do thumbnails. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'll find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. We're gonna find a way to do a thumbnail. So I guess we're just gonna go straight into the skills. I actually curious. Maybe I wonder if maybe they weren't getting enough views on that, so they felt like it's a waste of time, or they've been working so hard to fix everything else that they'll come back. They'll come back and they'll do the things probably by tomorrow or so. But it's really weird that they don't have the video. I definitely looked at their YouTube, their Twitter, and nothing. So getting the water attack up, lovely. I know Esna has I think everyone's water gets 60. So now we have the water up attack. Tayo has a waifu. There we go. Gouge. OD. Fixed damage equal to 100% of the attack. No brainer here. 35% chance. I hate skills like this. Either just make this 120 or just either make it 120 or just don't. You know, like, why is it like a percentage to do more damage? That's just, I've always hated skills like that. Let's look at the second skill, which is let's see, it is on a 3-turn cooldown, inflicts penetration damage to all enemies. Holy Cynthia. A nice little AoE on the S2 is nice. That means it's a low cooldown, something that's going to hit everyone. It increases the caster's critical strike damage by 20% for 2 turns. Applies strike preparation for 2 turns, which is something that guarantees a critical strike. So that's very weird that you hit all enemies, your critical damage goes up, and then you're gonna crit for free for 2 turns. Not for 2 turns, I should specify that. Your next attack will crit that you do. I think this does actually work on your counter attack as well. So if you get hit, then you'll counter attack and hit, which you'll counter attack with your gouge, obviously. Or what I'm assuming is that maybe you can do S2 into S3, and S3 is the death penalty. Inflicts damage equal to 300%, which is a single target nuke. Anytime you see that, it's definitely a single target nuke. Ignore defense to 1 enemy, 60% chance to disable resolve. Hello! Which is weird because, okay, let me read the rest of it. Inflicts damage equal to 300% of attack to so it does the same thing to the side enemies if the attack kills. So if it nukes, kills, remove the resolve, and then we'll pretty much do that same damage across the board. Now this is cool. It reminds me of a unit in Summoner's War, very similar. Peck or something like that, the Wind Pioneer. And what happens is that when you do this skill, it pretty much will hit one target. If it kills, it will then spread the damage to everyone else. But I think the Wind Pioneers, it doesn't matter if it kills, it does half the damage regardless of how much. If they have resistance or immunity, it will just do half the damage. So if it did 3,000, it will do 150, 1,500 to everyone else, something like that. But this one's pretty cool because it does the full amount of damage. So bursting a squishy target will be really good, and it's gonna, if there was real-time arena, then position of your units would have to be really good. And it's nice that it says disable resolve. Now what's curious here is that, does this disable the resolve of a boss unit? Because that would be great, because it's a chance to do a buff removal. So to take a buff off, you really couldn't do too much of that. A lot of bosses have unable to remove stuff, so I'm assuming no, this is maybe just purely a PvP skill, but would put her very high in the PvP skill, because what you could do is that if they do have Amen or Amen, whatever, I never really honestly know how to say it, you burst a unit, then you burst it again, and then do that. And another thing we're gonna have to find out here is, when you disable the resolve, is it kind of like anti-revive, where there's so many cars. I need to close like all the windows. The last video, I'm sorry if you hear any cars. There's a lot of cars driving. I live on a public street, so I do apologize if you guys hear a bunch of resolves. So it just seems weird. Like, does it activate immediately or does it not? I think that is the big thing that I'd have to see if it activates in a way that it activates, disables the resolve, and then you can get the kill, which I'm assuming it does, or else the second part is kind of stupid because you're obviously gunning to hit a target that has resolve and you want to take it off. This is like the Rue killer. This guy would super kill, instantly kill Rue, S2 into S3, free as fuck, and I don't know how the AI works, but that's how the AI should work. And then kill Rue, Rue's out of the question. And then I see some lovely stuff, Death Sight in the passive, and this is the non-invested passive. I call the 60 passive the investive passive, right? So upon landing, a 60% chance to cast Revive unavailable for two turns when you land a critical strike. Now we already know that this character has Revive has auto crit in their kit. So when I see something that has auto crit, I'm thinking about building crit damage. That's pretty much how I always do that. But you know, it's only when you S2 and then you have 2 turns to do it. Then this is on a 3-turn cooldown. Then every other turn, if you don't have a decent amount of crit chance, you're not going to really crit. But you could just build it on a nuke, S2 into S3 nuke that will be a guaranteed crit, ignoring the defense, and would probably kill most supports. If not, maybe some tanks might die to this as well. And also, even if you didn't, just taking their resolve off is going to be pretty good, so you don't have to worry about it, that they're sitting there with a resolve. I digress, sorry. Inflicts 30% additional damage when attacking enemy affected by Revive unavailable. Oh my god, so now you're lesbians. We got Tayo as the husbando, and now we got Nemesis as the Nemesis and Mary. The lesbian orgy. Look at this shit. 100% chance to apply strike preparation. Oh wait, here. At the start of the wave, that guarantees the next turn, and a 50% chance to apply strike preparation when attacked. Okay, so now you honestly really don't need to build crit chance. Very sorry. I should have read everything and then made an assumption and analysis. So you really don't need to build any crit chance on this person. You could build the the taunt rune. To get people to hit you, but obviously this is an attack unit. This would be better if it was not better, but if it was hybrid, her base stats would be higher to tank damage. So the suit might be too squishy, maybe a little bit too squishy to tank on that much damage. But of course, I see Hellraiser, I see something about decreased damage. So here we go. Decreased damage taken from enemies whose HP is 50% or higher by 20%. Now that is very weird. So if they can't nuke her pretty much, or not that they can't, they'll have a hard time nuking her. And if they do try to nuke her, there's a 50% chance that she's going to get strike preparation, though in the beginning, does it say the beginning of the wave or her turn? It's only the beginning of the wave, so she gets 1 free crit in the beginning of the turn. If you wanted to do more damage with critical strike damage, you S2, but in the start of the turn, she can S3 automatically and it will crit. That's a little strong. She's going to be, see, now I'm thinking between crit damage or just like attack speed, but you can go crit damage favoring some attack speed in there, because if she goes first, then you have the option to just instantly blow up a unit. She's already gonna crit automatically based on her first passive. So this is very, very good. And I am very surprised that they made something that seems as good. This game is doing a really good job as making units that counter other units while making them still unique in their own right. There's no real unit that does crit stuff like this. And it's funny though that Tayo is a crit kind of character as well, has crit chance built into his kit, and nuking and stuff. So they're pretty much doing around the same thing, just that this unit is more efficient at disabling stuff, taking stuff away. Meanwhile, Tayo's just about taking life away. Like this person has this one unit, the first auto doesn't really do anything, and this obviously is not going to do much, but it will be nice if you, maybe depending on how strong this gets, that you can maybe with this turn 1 S2 do damage, a decent amount of damage to everybody, and then you're gonna crit again afterwards and stuff like that. And also, since this one is about 50% chance to apply strike preparation when attacked, when people counter you, also, even if it's a support, then you might get another free chance. So this is really important to note. And I know, activates resolve when caster takes damage greater than their current HP. And so, God, Netmarble, why? Stop fucking giving everyone resolves and revives. I know why they do it. I've told people many times why they do it. They literally do it because of PvE. It's not for PvP. It is a PvP thing to give these units fucking resolve and revives. So you have the clutch of not dying and then coming back like, I came back. So interesting enough, when this one resolves, gets 50% HP right back. The caster's turn comes more quickly when resolve is activated, aka pretty much this unit will get a turn, and increases the casts attack by 30% for 2 turns. It only happens once. Now what happens is, not only does she have all this negation of damage and she's critting all the time, when you actually happen to focus and kill her, unless you're fighting herself, because it's the only unit to my knowledge that has the ability to take off resolve. So this is the only way you can do it to her, is to use her against her, which is funny that that's how people feel about Eamon. But so she gets 50% HP back. Her turn's gonna come up and she's gonna get a 30%. Now also keep in mind that resolve is different from revive. Revive, you lose everything that is on you. Resolve, you do not. So like if you have a instant crit strike preparation loaded and you die, you're gonna get your turn quickly, and then you're gonna crit damage with a 30% attack buff, and this 30% attack buff lasts for 2 turns. So yeah, you can even S2, hope to die, come back, S3 everybody with 30% attack. Yeah, woo, child. So you will see the summon video. Hope you guys are ready for the summon video. That's coming up immediately. Definitely, this is a not necessarily a must-have unit, but it's a good unit to have, especially with the meta of resolve and revive. She counters both. She has anti-revive, and she has anti-resolve, which is brand new to the game, which I know a lot of people are gonna love that. And she has crit, and I love that. So yeah, you're gonna see her next to Tayo, probably using the leader skill, and both of them protected by my Abel, which I made a video on because fuck you. And yeah, good luck killing them. And then Eamon's just gonna be sitting there, and then maybe like Sid, you know, or somebody else. You don't need to add any more damage to that. That's a lot of fucking damage. So there we go. This is the gouge. He has like a hook. She has a hook and a gun. The gun, boom, splat, and death penalty, which we have to look through it. Can I like boost this up somehow? Wish I could. Does look pretty good. I just wish I could do that. So she goes in, boom, slashes, multiple slashes, and then finishes it off with the gun straight point blank. Really good. I just wish I can hear the shit talk, because it's a character like this is definitely talking shit, especially because it is a woman that is embracing a masculine look. That those in the history of things, these women are very militant, very like strong-willed, very empowering woman. I would love to hear her just like talk that young shit, and I would love to hear her talk. And I guess we will, because I'm going to be summoning. Hopefully, if they do the same thing where you can keep summoning and get copies after you keep summoning, I would love to max this character out. It would be amazing to do so. But what do you guys think about Verdandi? What do you guys think about her kit? I mean, I don't think I need to ask you what her kit is, but maybe I should just plain and simple ask. What do you guys think about how great of a character she is? And we got another crit-based water character, and it's funny because even Esna is a crit-based water character. Tayo is a crit-based water attacker, and she is a crit-based water attacker. So it's just really weird that all these water, and you know, you go back to the avatar, and all the people in the avatar are very, you know, very fluid and stuff like that with manipulating the water. They're very technical, and it makes it seem like these people, instead of just doing brute strength like the fire, just like, oh, Morgan, just cut through them, fuck it. These are so technical characters, and obviously the more the game is going to bring out more technical characters to fill in more voids into the community, and less. I'm waiting for the character that has amnesia. Where's my amnesia character at? But I'll take the anti-resolve character first. See you guys in the next video, which is obviously going to be Nikita. Hope you guys are looking forward to that, and I'll see you guys next time.